Poofy, no? Okay, yes? Okay. Welcome, guys! No? Quieter, okay. Hi, guys, welcome back to comment section. I'm Brit Cooper, and... Whose name do I say? Not Brit Cooper. Mine. My name is Kasia Melikidou, and I wanted to tell you, go touch grass and kick some rocks. And speaking of kicking rocks, do you know Hard Rock Cafe? What? More eyebrow? More eyebrow. More? Okay. I need to speak faster. Okay. This is too creepy. I'm in my late 30s. Yes, Brit Cooper DM'd me once, and I'll tell you all about it, but also I will give you my take on all the drama surrounding her being let go from Daily Wire, her best friend replacing her on the comments section show. My opinions might be a bit braver, more unhinged than any other video on the topic you saw so far, simply because I do not care about the Daily Wire. I think they lost their credibility a long time ago. For legal reasons, I'll say this. I have no affiliation with Daily Wire or Brit Cooper, and if anything from my tone sounds accusatory, just remember all of it is alleged, or simply my opinion. But it's true. I see Daily Wire as pathetic at this point. Petty bunch of adult kids getting offended at anything and anyone that doesn't agree with their agenda, with their rhetoric. When I started my channel about 1.5 years ago, Daily Wire was at its peak. And it was kind of like conservatives loved Daily Wire, liberals hated Daily Wire. So it's kind of beautiful and poetic now that Shapiro and Jeremy Boring managed to finally unite left and right. Because now we all dislike them. We all see through their bullshit, hidden behind a fake veil of free speech. Someone left this comment on one of their newest YouTube videos. They should have just been completely honest about this whole ordeal. That's how they messed up with Candice. They hid everything in an industry that values is fueled by authenticity. Now Daily Wire does it again. Just fire someone and pretend everything is fine when people know this isn't the truth. What is going on with this company? And someone answered, yeah, as the old saying goes, to piss off a conservative, lie to them. To piss off liberal, tell them the truth. Well, pretty sure most of the people following Brit aren't very liberal. We want the truth even when we don't agree with it. So I'd have way more respect for Daily Wire if they came out and said, we wanted her to work for pennies and she wasn't down for that any longer, so we canned her, right? Well, like you already know, Brit Cooper left Daily Wire, ultimately quitting her extremely successful YouTube show comment section. The show continues, but without Brit. The rumors have been circulating for a long time that there were some weird things happening backstage, disagreements, allegedly ever since the founders came after Candice Owens and fired her from her show too. Daily Wire preaching constantly at any given opportunity about free speech silenced yet another woman from speaking her truth. With Candice, a few months ago, Ben Shapiro allegedly didn't like her sticking up for victims of Israel bombings. It was so wrong of her to say that people in our times shouldn't be dying in wars, that innocent children shouldn't die. No. She wasn't blind for Israel, so she had to be silenced, allegedly. With a gag order, not able to explain to her followers what really happened. And those of you watching right now trying to start a debate, Palestine versus Israel with me, don't waste your breath, because I'm not getting sucked into this. The episode is not about this. But to give you all something to think about, I'm against both, because both are contributing to what's happening in Europe. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, Candice Owens was slapped with a gag order from Daily Wire, not being able to even confirm or deny if she had a gag order on her. And now allegedly same thing is happening to Brit, who is not able to straight come out and talk to us about what happened. Now we don't know what pissed Daily Wire off this time, but let me try and brainstorm a little bit here with you guys. Brit is a Gen Z, intelligent, free-thinking, non-corrupted, genuinely good person and talented young woman who probably did not agree with everything the top management of old farts had to say. So yeah, she probably hit a nerve or two, started being too vocal about things, or maybe she wanted more out of the company that she put on a map in the Gen Z world. Notice how this girl didn't do public speaking. There were no books, articles, lectures, documentaries, series about her, I don't know, nothing. No marketing for Brit, all Daily Wire. And the truth is, Brit Cooper is an icon already. YouTube icon. Her show is 2.5 or 3 years old. She managed to gather 5 million followers. She managed to reach the Gen Z audience, shaping the minds of young voters. The power she held over all of us was insane. It's not a normal occurrence, guys. Not anyone can just be Brit. She is special, whether you agree with her opinions or not, her charisma and how genuine she is in front of the camera. You can't fake it and you can't reproduce it. Let's not forget she's 23 years old. When she started her YouTube adventure with Daily Wire, she was just 20 or 21. Do you remember where you were when you were 20 years old? Certainly not reshaping the coast of social politics. I'll tell you this much. It took 2-3 years to grow her audience and make the world fall in love with her. People subscribed to her, not to the show. Anyway, few weeks before Brit announced her last episode on the show, we started seeing her best friend filling in for her on an occasional Friday or Monday. Don't worry, guys, Brit will be back on Monday. What a fake-ass b****. But people commenting on this backstabber's role in this whole situation are just too nice. I understand trying not to offend anyone when you don't have the whole truth, but we have enough information to know that this woman is a snake.
There's a little snake in the grass right there.
That's it. First of all, Reagan, aka best friend of Brit, was a producer on the comments section. She was a maid of honor at Brit's wedding in April. They were very public on social media about spending time together, traveling together, being like sisters. Suddenly, Reagan disappears from Brit's social media, gone, delete, done. Brit removed all pictures, videos, any memory of that woman, so obviously, internet took a hint. And combined with Reagan appearing as a guest host on the show, everyone realized that there was some drama boiling behind the scenes. Apparently, allegedly, but not so allegedly, Reagan got an offer from Daily Wire she just couldn't refuse. The dollar signs were just too damn tempting, too good. Taking over a ready channel with 5 million subscribers was just too easy to pass up. She took the offer. She screwed her best friend over and literally pushed her out of her seat. And that's already bad enough. Like, girl, you will forever be the snake. You will forever be the person who stabbed Brit Cooper in the back and chose money and fame over integrity. Nobody will take your opinion seriously ever. But this whole shit gets even crazier. Apparently, Daily Wire had this amazing idea. Let's give Reagan acting classes so she can learn how Brit speaks, her mannerisms, her facial expressions, so we can literally just replace her with blonde version of herself. How creepy is that? How disgusting. Creepy, insane, and offensive to the viewers of the show, to Brit's subscribers, and to Brit herself. Anyway, another thing, and this is something Candace Owens mentioned too, Brit Cooper's brand was all about college kids sitting in their college dorm on the laptop with the headphones on, reading social media's comment section on various viral issues online. She was 20 years old, guys, when she started. She's only 23 now, and this brand was made for her. It all fit like a glove. It was fresh, believable, and very much in sync with what audience she was meant to reach. It was Brit.
Brit.
Brit?
Brit?
Brit, like Britney?
B-R-E-T?
Oh, Brett.
Yeah.
Reagan is almost 30 years old, guys. She is a grown-ass woman. She is not a college kid. She is not on the same planet as Brit, not the same life lane. They even put headphones on her, did her hair like Brit's. It's just wrong. So weird and so annoying that we have to watch it happen and they think we are stupid enough to accept it. Am I getting too worked up over this? No. Have you seen this funny edit made by Decoy Voice that shows the ridiculousness of the whole situation perfectly? Let's watch it together. It is hilarious.
Welcome back to the comment section. So obviously, I talk car brand into a whole new stratosphere of woke confusion. I'm concerned about feminism. I'm concerned about the growing gender divide. But before we get into today's episode, make sure you like this video. Before we dive into this episode, though, make sure that you like this video if you have not already. If you've not already.
As I understand, two best friends are going to have similar mannerisms, but you can't convince me this isn't done entirely on purpose, as this just looks like when two people pick the same character in Street Fighter, where they have all the same moves with a different color scheme.
Again, this is so creepy, but the comments are gold. This is like when my parents replaced my dead goldfish with another goldfish, as if I wouldn't notice. I'm not sure about this Reagan girl. She doesn't look anything like Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro was better off posing as Brett Cooper in a wig than bribing Brett's bridesmaid to replace. And I completely understand. Comment section is a property of the Daily Wire. They have a right to keep the channel. But rebrand it. Start a new show on it. At least change something. Make it seem like a fresh start. The way it was done was a big mistake. And Brett Cooper's mom agrees. The internet investigators found this comment allegedly from Mama Brett under one of Reagan's Instagram posts. The tea. No matter how many acting classes you take or watch Brett's old videos, you will never be Brett. It's sad that you took the money and snubbed your best friend. I hope the amount of money Daily Wire offered was worth your friendship with Brett. You lost a good one, moms. I want to dive into the last episode of Brett on the show when she announced her departure. The announcement looked to me like a freaking hostage situation, and I am going to play parts of this announcement knowing very well that I'm risking being demonetized by Daily Wire. Yep, I have a story about that in a bit involving the DM I got from Brett on Instagram. I'll get to it, I just want to make sure I cover everything I want to say. So, here is the hostage video. I'm in last episode of Brett on the show.
Hey guys, some of you have heard the rumors online, and the rumors are mostly true. Today, December 10th, will be my last day hosting the comment section and working for the Daily Wire. It is not true that I am being forced out. It was my own choice to leave.
It is not true I'm being forced out. It was my own choice. Nobody influenced my decision. Nobody.
Declare everything when you enter Australia.
Leave. And believe me, this is bittersweet. I have had the most unbelievable 3 years helping to craft the show, building this community, and telling stories and sharing the truth every day. Through the comment section, you all have made me braver, more articulate, more thoughtful, more hopeful than I could have ever imagined. And I'm grateful that we spent this time together. And I'm grateful that the Daily Wire gave us a platform to grow this community. But at this point in my life, I am ready to take on a new direction, both personally and professionally.
I am ready to be by myself and not surrounded by assholes. I'm just translating.
This means new challenges and new endeavors, which I will share with you soon. As for this show, the comment section will continue with the Daily Wire. My producer, Reagan, is taking over as host of the comment section, and I wish her and the Daily Wire all the best. We have had 3 great years.
Way to speak about your best friend. Seriously, if there was no feud backstage, okay, this would look much different. She would be like, my best friend is going to host. They would probably sit together. She would properly hand over the torch, you know? It would be like happy and all that. This didn't happen here. This is like, my producer Reagan will take over the show. I am very happy for her. I wish her great success. It's not believable. I'm sorry.
And I am proud of what we've accomplished together. Leaving the show and the platforms that we've built is hard, but I'm very excited for what's to come. Knowing that we have brought so many people together in laughter over these last 3 years means the world to me. I appreciate all of you, so let's chat again soon. But in the meantime, go touch some grass, kick some rocks, and we'll catch up shortly. And now for some final thoughts from the God King himself, Jeremy Boring.
I swear, if Reagan one time on the show will say, touch grass or kick rocks, the whole hell will break loose. I'm telling you. You heard it here first. Let's hear from Jeremy Boring.
Bittersweet indeed. We're sad to see Brett go, but we're excited to see her take the next step in her journey.
We're sad to see Brett go. Bittersweet.
Brett's an amazing talent, both as a personality and as an actress. It's been a pleasure to see her bring the comment section to life these last 3 years, and her performance in the Pendragon cycle is sensational. I'm certain that whatever Brett creates next will be filled with the same joy and laughter and heart that she's brought to all of her work at the Daily Wire. And we wish her nothing but the best.
While we pay big bucks to her best friend. Ex-best friend. That was it, guys. That was it. Obviously, she's emotional. You can tell from her voice. You can tell that she's not really smiling at the beginning. She's, you know, maybe close to tears. Have you ever lost a job that you loved? If you did, you know that it's like a divorce. It's like a breakup. You have to mourn it. You have to go through it. You have to live it until you come out the other side. I hope it will not take her a long time. I'm sure it will not take her a long time. But yeah, losing your job that you love, not an easy thing to do. And then watching your maid of honor just replacing you, taking it. But it was an anticlimactic last episode of someone who was on the show 3 years, who gave it its name, who was beloved and really poured the whole heart in it. What we saw was a bunch of robots with lawyers breathing down their necks. But Why did I mention that this episode will probably be demonetized by Daily Wire? Well, funny you should ask, but not so funny. Over a year ago, I did a reaction video to Matt Walsh's What is a Woman? The episode went really well, it got a lot of views, it was one of those that made my channel grow a bit and reach more people. Year later, I get a copyright strike from YouTube with a copyright claim from Daily Wire. And of course, me being me, I had to say something. This was my Instagram story when it happened. So obviously I attached screenshots of the notice that I got, the copyright strike that I got from YouTube, and I addressed Matt Walsh directly. Really, Matt Walsh? So it was okay to do reactions to your film when you were trying to get the message out there and all of our little channels were helping your cause, and then a year later you hand out YouTube strikes for it? Lame. And I still stand by it. When Matt wanted the documentary to go viral and to reach wider audiences, it was okay to react to it. It was okay to have it on our YouTube channels. But now, a year later, when his name is made, when he has multiple productions going on, suddenly the greedy Daily Wire machine needs our YouTube earned dollars from the views that helped him go viral in the first place. This was so disappointing, but also very eye-opening. I could see Daily Wire as this money-hungry organization for the first time. I don't know how it didn't occur to me before. Maybe I was late in the game to realize it. Maybe I was a bit naive. But this, and then attacks on Candace Owens, now Brit, the image of this company is pretty clear to me now. As you see, I addressed Matt Walsh directly in my post. I also tagged Daily Wire. Nobody cared. Even though they did see my story. Only one person reached out, and this was Brit Cooper. Here is the message she sent me. Just flag this for legal on our team. Not our personal decision when this happens. Hope it gets resolved. I'm sorry. Sad face. She apologized. It wasn't even her fault, but she apologized for the money-hungry men of the company she had a contract with. I might be reading too much into it, but she did answer. Maybe she felt it was important enough to answer, to address the issue. She felt it was unfair. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is who Brit Cooper is, in my opinion. Her character is perfectly shown in this little situation. Compassionate, smart, fair, fearless, humble. And I know the title of my episode today seems a bit clickbaity, but I really needed all of you to know this story about her. I truly believe that she wouldn't just turn her back on her best friend if there wasn't a true reason for it. She wouldn't quit a show that she built just like that, if there wasn't a good reason for it. So while everything I said about her situation and the mystery surrounding her departure from Daily Wire is alleged, it is also super suspicious, weird and creepy and generally effed up. Whatever it was, Brit deserves better. And guys, she will do better. She will fly higher than any of those sad, vindictive men from Daily Wire ever dreamt of. Quote me on that. My personal message to Brit Cooper, I'm rooting for you. You've inspired many commentary channels on YouTube by just being your charismatic self. And while now things are looking scary, because that happens when you lose a stable job, usually it's for the best. And if you want to collaborate with a European YouTuber anytime in the future, I'm here. But as usual, I want to know what you guys think. Was Brit forced out and betrayed by her best friend? Or did she decide to quit and the internet took it too hard? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications to never miss another Daily Freddo episode. And for even more content, follow me on Instagram @DailyFreddo. That's all for today. Have a good one.
Producer Reagan filling in again for Miss Brit Cooper, but don't worry, she will be back on Monday. And don't worry, Bret will be back on Monday.